How y'all doing? Jibby here. Today, Interchange. I'm talking about all the little camping spots in Interchange, all little dark corners, extract camping, you name it, we're gonna talk about it. If you like camping, stick around. If you don't like camping, still might want to stick around so that you know about these spots so you don't get killed from them. I will say a lot of these spots you may need to use an L1 for or something equivalent, give you that nice strength bonus so that you're able to jump up into the spots. And when I did these, I was level 22, kind of give you an idea of what strength you may need to be. Now that said, if I miss any that you would like to share, go ahead and leave a comment afterwards. And if you haven't already, maybe consider hitting that like and that subscribe button. I come out with new videos every Friday, and I also stream over on Twitch. All right, let's get started. All right, so before I show you these camping spots, one little tip that I can give you is if you're going to be extract camping, get rid of the car if you're able to. Just buy it and let it go off. It takes away an extract. So first off, we're going to be down here by power. If you're inside power, you can jump on this railing going up. And then you're able to jump onto like this brown pipe. A little bit more, if you have high enough strength, you can jump up onto the upper section. It's a little finicky, but keep trying, you'll get it. And then if you go to the right of that little duct, you can actually go around this and even further in. Once you're back here, you can be a little weird with aiming, but you have like the whole inside to your view. Kind of wiggle around, get to a point where you can aim at power, aim at the doors, and you got this whole place in lockdown. Next, if you're on that little upper stair part, you can jump through this window, wrap around the little roof of this area. Also, if you don't want to go through the window and make noise, you can actually just jump on this ledge and follow all the way down. You can clip right through that and get right to the same area. And once you're here, you're able to lay down and aim right down the road for anyone coming from the front. Now next, this is a big one that I found a couple wipes ago. We're over at Emercom. If you get on this little tipped over wall, you can jump on top of here, run all the way down. And once you get to the back corner of this garbage truck, it takes a little practice. You might have to do it offline, but if you get lined up just right, do a little sprint jump, you can jump right on top of this garbage truck. You are hiding in plain sight. I have killed so many people from this spot. Best thing too, if they kill you, more than likely they don't know how to get to you. Next, we're in the lower area on the back of Ollie. If you get on these boxes, you can actually jump onto the fence. And then with a little bit of practice, you're able to get in these trees. You're pretty concealed and have a real good view of this back road. Crowd is home. You can also get into another one of these trees. Fairly confident with a little bit of practice, every single one of these trees you're able to get into. This one you're much closer to the ramp. You can even see up the back. Next, we're over at the Emercom exit. You actually jump on these sandbags and get right on top of the tent. Now, if you're trying to do this at nighttime, I will say a little tip is shoot that light out. That light, you can shoot it out and then it'll kind of help conceal you a little better. Now we're up on the back part of Ollie. Go around this corner. You can jump down here and lay right on this container. You don't really silhouette because the concrete behind you. You have a pretty good view of that whole area out there. Next, if you're up top, you can go up these stairs, jump on these garbage bags. I will say this can be a little finicky. If you don't do it right, you will break your legs, but give a little jump and land right on this overhang. Now you can lay anywhere on this. You do stand out a little bit, but it's one of those things, as long as you see the bad guy before they see you and you take them out, you shouldn't have much of an issue. Next spot, you can get up to it from down there if you have high enough strength by jumping on these little boxes and up there. But at this time, I wasn't able to do it without using a stem, so I wanted to show you an alternate route. You get up here, you fall down onto this red container, do a little run jump, this blue. You kind of hug this corner, you can walk right around it, and then lay right down on this red container. Go the other way, you jump from that green over. But once you lay down here, the fence gives you a little bit of camouflage, and you're able to shoot out to anyone going towards Emercom. Even right into the Emercom extract itself. Now we're over at the railroad exit. This truck, you can actually jump on the bumper and then walk right up the top of it. Once you lay down, if you kind of situate yourself properly, you can do full 360, so you have a full range of motion. Now this is a little closer to the highway. You can get on this blue dumpster. Now if you're high enough strength, you can just jump up there, but at the time I wasn't able to without using a stim. So, little alternate method is use this little lid as a ramp. It's kind of another one of those hiding in plain sight, but it's an area that not many people are going to check. Next, we're at the end of the highway, right next to that same area. Get on this concrete pillar, jump over on these pipes. You can follow all the way down. Once you get to the end here, with a little bit of practice, do a little run jump right to this tree. At this time, if you haven't, maybe consider hitting that like, hitting that sub button, hitting the notifications, and never missing out on a video. Now we're inside. This is the back of Ollie. This little tipped over scaffolding, you can get on top of it, and then use the top shelf ledge, kind of position yourself to wherever you want. And you have a real good view of anyone coming in the back of Ollie. This would be real good if you spawned down in that bottom loading area and right up here, just kind of gate kept. Now we're inside of Ollie. You go to this back left corner. You can get up here and lay down if you want on top of this shelf. I will say if you lay down, it does limit your movement quite a bit, so kneeling might be a better option if people are coming from all directions, but it is a high up area and pretty dark. So next we're gonna go into Texo. Now this one I was not able to do without using an L1, but you jump on this box, jump on this next box. Once you get onto this shelf, you can run and jump across and sit right on this little overhang. Go in this corner and just wait for people to come running in. Next, we're in Rasmussen. This one's a little more difficult, but get on this table, you can jump onto this little metal piece, get up close, and you have to look down and do this weird like little jump crouch at the same time. But once you get it, you're able to go right on top. Now I like to go over, but you don't want to go too far over because your legs will show in this window right here, and they'll be able to shoot from the other side. Just wait for people to come on in. Now we're going to be right out front of Kiba. So a little tidbit, you can shoot out these lights, kind of help conceal you. This truck you're also able to get onto. If you have high enough strength, you can get on the left side, but if not, just jump on this box and then jump on the right hand side. Just like the railroad, once you get on top, you can lay down, and if you position yourself correctly, you can get a full 360. Next, we're over here by Mantis. Same thing, shoot out the lights. This one did require an L1 injector for me to get up on. Jump on the railing, jump on the next piece of metal. If you go backwards, you can usually jump a little higher. So backwards, jump, and lay around these boxes. Same thing, if you position yourself correctly, you can face both directions. Next, we're gonna be upstairs by the big center window. These little tilted pillars, you can jump up them and walk right up. Get yourself in the right position, you can lean out and shoot right down the whole front of the mall. Can be a little finicky. See right there, I started sliding. Once you get in a good spot, you're solid. Now we're by the big front window. You need to use a chair, get up on the sandbags, use these metal slabs as cover from behind, and you're able to snipe out to scav camp. Next, we're going to be over here in Idea. A lot of people ignore this playground, but you can walk right up it and use it as like a little sniper's nest. Now, this side I'm in right now, it's a little weird. If your gun's real big, you won't be able to aim. But this side, you can aim right down and look right through the wooden planks. Now, depending on what their computer settings are to, you can't even render through these planks from a distance. Like, it'll just look like a solid piece. So they won't even see you, and you're able to shoot at them. Next, we're over here in front of Goshan. These boxes right by this tent, you can actually jump with these and jump over onto that tent. Next, you can jump on top of this truck. Good idea to shoot out this light, give you a little more cover. And like the other trucks, if you lay down in the right spot, you have a full 360 movement. Now in that same area, instead of going to the truck, you can jump on top of this tent. Now this pole, you can walk on. These open areas, you'll fall through. So you gotta aim for those areas that have the other wall. So jump over, get yourself lined up, little run jump, and land right behind this pillar. Now once you're behind this pillar, you have to watch with your right hand turns because you'll actually push yourself off the wall like that. But as long as you're careful and kind of go for slower outward movements so that you don't push yourself off the wall, you can go back and forth on that pillar, get a big range of motion. Basically, you want to use these little silver spots as kind of your guides. Don't go past those and you should be fine. Next, we're in Goshan. Another truck right in the center, the same as the other ones. Jump right up and lay down. Little tip, if you're up here though, you can shoot out these 3 lights aiming at you to kind of help conceal you. Also in the back of Goshan by the fire, you're able to jump in the bucket and then on top of these floaters. If you're doing this one, do full 360s. You're also able to get onto that one as well. Now we're in the back of Goshan. You go over towards the side towards power. You're able to jump up on the back of this forklift, and then on the top, and then on the side of this tipped over scaffolding. Follow it all the way up to the top, and then across the top shelf. You get a whole view of the back of Goshan. Now you can lay down if you want, but it's a little janky and it can push you off the right hand side and then you kind of get stuck. You have to fall off, a little weird, but it's nice. I hope these help. Like I said, if you haven't, consider hitting that like, hitting that sub button. Come out with new videos every Friday, and like I said before, stream over on Twitch. Leave a comment if I missed out on any, and I'll catch you guys next time.